Hello, how are you doing? My name is Otto and welcome to the channel. On this video, we're taking a look at the FIMI X8 Mini and I want to compare it with the DJI Mini 2 that I have been using for many months now, and without a doubt, this is one of the most popular drones out there. The FIMI X8 Mini has a lot of the features that you will find on the Mini 2, but it has a lower price of $379 while the price of the Mini 2 is $449. At that price, they both come with one battery, a controller, a spare props, and a few cables to connect it to your smartphone. They are about the same size, they look almost the same except for a few details here and there, and the arms fold and unfold in a similar way. They are very easy to set up, and connecting the controller to the drone is not an issue on either one. Their total flight time is around 25 minutes, and the maximum flight distance for the Mini 2 is 10 kilometers and for the FIMI X8 is 8 kilometers. They use different technology for that, and I was afraid that the FIMI signal would not stay strong, but it actually did a good job. None of these drones have obstacle avoidance sensors, and their camera is mounted on a 3-axis gimbal that will make your videos more stable. They have a camera that has a maximum resolution of 4K at 30 frames per second, but more on that later. Maximum speed is also the same, but on the app you can manually select a custom maximum speed for the FIMI. The DJI Fly app seems to be more pleasing to the eye, and it feels like the different options on the menus are more user-friendly. The FIMI app is good with lots of options to change, and it might be a little bit overwhelming when you first use it because of the many settings, but it's easy to use, and I like that it has a beginner's mode that will restrict the speed, maximum distance, and height. The FIMI app also offers different intelligent flight modes that can replicate the quick shots of the DJI Mini 2. Inside the app, you can also select to shoot HDR videos, which is not available on the DJI Mini 2. On the Mini 2, we don't have subject tracking, and this has been a highly requested feature, and guess what? The FIMI X8 Mini has subject tracking. On my initial tests, it works pretty well. The drone kept following me around, and the only way to make it stop tracking me was when I would go behind some kind of obstacle. The only issue with this is that it will not record at the highest video quality. It will shoot at 4K, but it will switch from high quality to medium quality, which I do believe it's a lower bitrate. Also, don't forget that the FIMI doesn't have obstacle avoidance, so you need to be extra careful when using this feature. The controller for the FIMI feels cheap compared to the DJI controller. It just lacks the details that this one has. This controller has soft rubber material on the back. It has more functions that you can change without digging into the menus, a customizable button, and one of my favorites is the ability to control the speed of the drone right here in the middle with 3 options, which are Sport mode, Normal, and Cine mode, which is a slow mode. Did I mention that the battery life is amazing? I can fly the Mini 2 multiple times, and this battery over here, it's just going to keep going. To change the speed on the FIMI X8 Mini, you need to go inside the menu, and battery life on this controller is not impressive. After flying the FIMI once, the controller only had 50% of battery remaining, which is probably okay if you plan on having only one battery. Now, the joysticks feel very good, they have the right amount of resistance, and I like the way the smartphone is mounted on the controller where it doesn't block its buttons, something that does happen with the DJI controller. This controller is also lighter at 260 grams versus 390 grams, and even though it's not a big difference, it is also smaller than the DJI controller. The DJI Mini 2 and the FIMI X8 Mini do have flat color profiles. On the FIMI, videos shot on normal color profile in 4K are good. Straight out of the camera, they are a bit oversaturated in my opinion, but this can be fixed in post. The DJI Mini 2 has more natural and beautiful colors straight out of the camera, And even though both drones are shooting at 4K, the FIMI X8 Mini does have a smaller camera sensor, and the bigger camera sensor on the DJI Mini 2 will result in better video quality. DJI drones have been known for being very stable. I would say 10 out of 10. The FIMI did manage to hover quite consistently with little drifting, but managed to stay almost at the same place all the time. During my flights, I did notice some drifting out of my path, but nothing crazy where the FIMI or anyone would be in danger. The app allows you to easily make the drone return to the home point, and it's very accurate in doing so. Restrictions can be placed on maximum speed, height, and distance, and it has a failsafe in case the communication with the drone is lost, where the FIMI will return on its own, just like the DJI Mini 2. If I had to mention something that I don't like about the FIMI, the first thing that comes to my mind is that the FIMI will be under 250 grams if you get the Pro battery, which is a lighter battery than the regular one. The one I have is the regular or standard battery, which is heavier, and it will make the drone weigh 260 grams. This falls outside of the lightweight category in most countries, and for example, in the US, you will have to register the drone with the FAA. I know it sounds like a big deal, but it's actually very easy to register. It's just a few steps, and the cost is $5 every 3 years. Something else that I noticed is that the FIMI needs more time than the Mini 2 to acquire optimal amount of GPS signal, and getting ND filters for the FIMI is not going to be easy at all. So who do I think that this is for? First-time pilots, people on a budget who want to make casual videos are going to feel that the price is fair for this kind of device. And this feels like a drone to get if you're looking to save money but don't want to get the cheaper drones out there on the market that will lack all the features that this kind of drones have. So is this better than the DJI Mini 2? No, but not everyone is willing to pay a premium price, and not everyone needs to have the greatest video quality. With that being said, if you have the DJI Mini 2, this is not going to be an upgrade. If you don't have the Mini 2 and you're looking for options, you should consider this one. Links are going to be down below. I hope you found this video useful. Please give it a like. Have an amazing day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.